Hi everyone, in this short video I will demonstrate how to install Prism Central on a Nutanix Community Edition installation. On the screen you can see a freshly installed Community Edition cluster. It's using the default passwords. It's just out of the box. Next finished installed the version which also came out of the box. I will demonstrate. It is running 6.8.1, which is the latest Community Edition version. Of course, you can upgrade it with LCM, but that is something for a later video. For now, we will demonstrate, or I will demonstrate, how to install Prism Central on this. We need to do some prerequisites. The cluster name is, well, it's not required, but I will just change it to CE as for Community Edition. We need to give it a virtual IP. In my case, it will be this one. And we need to give it a I2C Data Services IP because Prism Central is using that. Make sure they are in the same subnet as the AHV and the controller VM. We'll save it. And the cluster name and the IP addresses are set. Just give it a little bit longer. All right, there we go. So the name is set and the IP addresses are set. Now we need to make sure we have a network where we can place Prism Central in. So we are going to network configuration. And we will make sure we have a subnet. As you can see, we don't have any subnets yet, so we're gonna create one. We just give it a name, like this default subnet. Give it a name. Doesn't really matter. In my case, it's VLAN ID 0. Native VLAN. All right, we got a VLAN, so we are ready to install Prism Central. We go to the main dashboard and we click on register or create new. I want to deploy a new Prism Central instance. Click on deploy. It will populate all compatible versions out of the internet. So if you do not see this, please check your internet connection. So go to settings, name service, and see if the DNS servers are there. If they aren't there, make sure there are DNS servers which have internet access, and then go back and try it again. Deploy. It will populate all versions which are compatible with the current version of Community Edition. In my case, I will just click on, what shall we do? The latest 2024. So that is 3.0.3.1.13. Yeah. Next. So we can choose an extra small, which is the bare minimum for a Prism Central installation. You cannot play with intelligent operations or with flow, next generation, like the micro segmentation. You need at least a small version for that, but that will take a lot of memory as well, a little bit more than that. And if you select scale out, well, everything is ×3. So for a single node Nutanix Community Edition installation, just uncheck, make sure that the scale out is unchecked. It will require 6 vCPU, 28 gigabytes of memory, and some disk space. Right, now we select the subnet where we want to install it in. Give the information, in my case, it's pretty easy. What were the IP addresses of the DNS server? I think it's this one. Yeah. And we do some NTP server as well. Where you want to place the Prism Central in the storage container, you can leave it default or select the self-service container if you want. It doesn't really matter. Give it a name, like for example Prism Central, and the IP address 5. leave the microservices infrastructure default. Don't change this. Just click deploy. What it will do now, it will download the Prism Central binaries, create a virtual machine, and install Prism Central in it. This can take a while. We will come back when it's being deployed. You can follow it by clicking on the taskbar, view all tasks. You will go here. You can see he's busy downloading and deploying Prism Central. Click on the subtasks and you will see what it is doing. Hi guys, welcome back. You could see he's done downloading and installing Prism Central. It took me 1 hour and 13 minutes. Keep in mind, this is a nested Community Edition installation, nested in VMware, so it's pretty slow, but it's installed. So let's go. First, we have to go to the Prism Central IP. When you don't see the login screen, oh, I typed in the wrong one. When you don't see the login screen, it could be that Prism Central is not up and running yet. No, that's strange. Okay, I trust it. So we need to log in with the default username and password, which is admin and Nutanix/for with the capital N. So the password, so I type here the password so you can see it. Nutanix/for with the capital N. Admin Nutanix/for. It will ask to type in the existing password and then your own password. Right, it's been set. Log in. Give some information. Enable pulse or disable it. I would just leave it on. And we have done the initial configuration of Prism Central. Now we need to connect Prism Element against Prism Central. So we go back to Prism Element. We click on register, connect, and we give in the IP address 97.5 admin. Oh, admin and the password. Connect. So it will registering to Prism Central now. Takes some while. There it is. Completed. You can see it's connected now. If you go to Prism Central, we would see a connected cluster. There it is. So I can see my virtual machines. It's not updated yet, so I need to wait a little bit longer. Give it a time. You can see here, intelligent operations is disabled. We can enable it. Just click on it. So it's the first time we're going to this dashboard, so it will take a while before the screen is shown. So let's give it some time to start up. So let's enable intelligent operations so we can use playbooks, Boolean VMs detection, over-provisioned, all that stuff. So let's enable it. It will add an additional 4 vCPU and 2 gigabits of memory to the Prism Central VM. This can throw in an error if you are under, if your nested Community Edition is too low on resources, and it can throw in an error. Of course it will, not of course, but it will lock you out. So this is normal behavior if you enable that. So you can see now it is enabled. I got intelligent operations here. This will take a while on the first time. There it is. And you can see it also enabled the 90 days of Prism Ultimate. If you want to check that as well, you can go, oh, the application switcher is not running yet. Let's see. Let's see if we can. There it is. Admin Center. If you go to Admin Center, and again, this will take a while as well if it's the first time. You go to licensing. And then on the applied licenses, click on Prism. Few product features, and you can see here the toggle. It's turned off because it's disabled ultimate trial. So if you want to disable the trial, switch this to on, and the ultimate trial is disabled. So we got Prism Central installed in Community Edition with the 90 days ultimate. You can run lifecycle management if you want. For Prism Central, run the inventory and upgrade it, and you can see it. You can run the inventory as well for the connected clusters, but you can see I need to run an inventory first on my in Prism element before I can do that. It's all older versions because this is an installation of the Community Edition 2.1, which is based on AOS 6.8.1 and older versions. So you need to perform the inventory, update it, everything, and you can do it as well as in Prism Central. So that's it.